I soaked this glass bottle in water to clean it. Yes, I am going to describe something of an entrapment. I made a report to somebody I met. Do you know what a Roman candling is? It's when you have an obsession with somebody. You think about them or what they said to you, who they are and where they are and what they said to you, and you remember them when they're not there. And they're not paying your landlord. Yeah. Well, I tried to fight off one of those obsessions. Yes. It was a girl I was trying to fight off, but not the exact girl. The obsession was pointed at I had a terrible headache, otherwise not really obsessed. So I got into an entrapment where the female that I asked for to take my report about a breach of the front doorway of the apartment where I was living. I cannot report it to the office because they caused that problem. Yeah. Well, she took the report and she took the whole apartment and told me to get out. That's entrapment. I owe the report. I asked her if she wanted to have sex with me because that was the report to her about somebody else who did that to me who was male. So is this the creator coming after me? He's just coming after me for no reason at all. Who are you? Because I don't know you. You cannot charge me with conspiracy to commit a felony at all, unless I am inside of a walled-in prison and I'm going to decease the address to commit the felony. That's how I can afford to say it now. Do you say you don't believe me? Somewhere in the past I didn't say that out loud. But I'm saying it now. I can afford to say it. I have all the leverage it is to say it. That means I'm ordering killings in the afterlife, in Superior Founder, that I will put you off my leverage myself. I'm going to use a knife to do it. It was not due to threaten you in a life with a knife. So why did you do the commission? Because if you just tried to do the commission because you were unopposed, that is you having to fight with all of alive, omnipresent. That is not you needing to tort myself, that you ask me a question, you wait for an answer, and then you say the opposite of what I say to yourself. And it's what you think to yourself. That's you not acknowledging the omnipresence of God, and I need to put you off my leverage with more than a knife. I need to put you off of my leverage with more than you being inside of an afterlife prison in Superior Founder, and I have a knife fight with you in the prison. You're not supposed to fight back with me, but I find that you are completely far in the wrong. You try to fight with me in public. How can we ever make that even? If I fight with you in a prison, how can we ever address all the points that you were threatening me and my physical safety while I was alive in public? I don't have a plan for that. I never made a threat like that out loud. Now I'm saying it to the camera. Maybe you should not have made threats to me out loud. What is entrapment? Entrapment is when you use the order to execute a threatening, but it is itself in the order. It's not due to be in an entrapment. No. Would you click your tongue at me? The camera's on, but it's not going to stop me from telling you no. What else am I supposed to say? Let's go back? Yeah. You did it again. I am hopelessly in the middle between the soul of the superior founder deceased and none higher than me deceased. None higher than me deceased killed everything that's not itself to itself, and some of it is myself, and I am right here in the face. But I elsewheres was just creating itself. And you cannot create none higher than me because he will die. And he did. He killed himself out of everything in the threatening. I am stuck with the Godhead until I create in the afterlife. And then I still have this problem that sometimes I speak, sometimes he speaks. But I am running the Godhead, and he doesn't want that anymore because he calls it insulted. Yes, but you are responsible for that. There is such a thing as no on the threatening. This world is a very long, extended, alive meant of alive of no on the threatening, which would be something like if I go up to a fast food counter and place an order, it's no on the order unless I make a payment of cash or credit if they accept credit. And then there will be a transaction, and then the food may be given to myself with the receipt. So that is how it's no on the threatening too hard, because it's not due to say that to myself. And you did that to myself equally as if I was everyone who's not myself to yourself. That's below no on the threatening. I died out of exist because you don't know who I am. That's not a lesson to me. No, you don't know who I am. I still am myself ever. I am none higher than me ever, eternal. It doesn't really matter to me that you don't know who I am. It matters to you that you don't know who I am because I'm eternal. I am the lever into alive of alive. I am the lever into alive of all of alive ever. I am the founder of alive. and I am the top of the Godhead, and I do alive, and you don't know who I am. This you don't know yourself. You don't know your own alive. Yes, but you are not alive alone. You need to know that you are not alive alone. It's not true something above me is going to come after me and alive you. It won't. You cannot wait for some God over me to alive you. It's not alive that way for any. Mhm. Ophelia. Taylor Swift. Ophelia. What is the name of that song? It's something with the name Ophelia in the title. So, what I want to say about Charles Toe is it turned out that Charles Toe asked me a lot of questions over the 23 years that I knew him, and he said no to himself to everything he heard me say. And I am going to say no to Charles Toe right now on camera. I'm not going to help you with that. Well, that's what you believe, but you cannot say that you speak for God when you do that. God did create alive of myself just as he created you alive in your disbelief. You cannot teach somebody how to be themselves. I cannot teach you how to be yourself. You cannot teach me how to be myself. You have to be the creator of the human body or of the Godhead. It has to be heaven creator of the body or heaven creator of the Godhead. That would make somebody be a better person. You cannot help somebody with that. So, is Mitchello coming for the third time in 1 year? Maybe tomorrow or Monday. And he's going to help me to be a better person. Is he trying to help me with who I am? To, tell me how I can improve myself to myself, with my God and myself? Is he going to help me with that? Because he acts like he doesn't owe me any food. You don't owe me any food. You don't owe it if the supermarket will give it to me without you. If they don't give it to me without you, you owe me the food. Or if you don't, find somebody who does. Sometimes I compliment my overlord. I tell my overlord that I love it when it creates myself the way I like to be created. Who hired you? Who sent you? Oh, Jesus. So, what if you teach somebody how to be a better person from your point of view, and then you praise them, or you compliment them, or you give them what they need in their life, and then you say you are an acceptable human being? You may stay in the Keys until you find someplace else financially independent with yourself. Yes, that is what Moser did to me. And Mitch is still coming around here, the front door. He won't just send the food because he already sent it and I received it. He's supposed to send it with someone from here in Las Vegas, or he could bring the rest of the food himself. But he can't just fly into town, pay a high airfare, deliver some supermarket food that's a $10 delivery fee from the supermarket, and then get back on an airplane and go back to the Midwest. Who hired you? Who sent you? You cannot come here and lecture me on what it's like for me to have to get a job because you are running out of money that you think I saved for you to buy it for me because I didn't take care of that myself. But you are willing to do that for me. You are really wrong that way, or you don't believe in yourself. I cannot pay the cashier. I don't have full height. Mitch doesn't have full height is his fault. I don't have full height is not my fault. I am a grown child. Godhead. I grew right in front of him. Mitch was always full height ever since I've known him. I don't know him as growing his height. No, that's not alive.